This is our life, you know? Is listen to this nice romantic music to remind us of our beautiful, beloved Colonel Sanders. Ridiculous. But, hello, hello. How's Echo Queen? Wow, excuse me. Allergies are happening. Yeah, today we should be finishing up the Colonel Sanders dating sim, as ridiculous as I do believe this all to be. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Hope you're having a good day, Echo Queen. Anything going on? For some reason in my mind, I still always assume that everybody is in the US, even though I'm not in the US. I should quit that. I am good. I am very good. It's like a rainy day, so I had to ride my bike back home in the rain. But I mean, like, rainy Japan is beautiful. So there were a couple of pheasants wandering next to the stream on my way home. And yeah, so I don't know. It was nice. Rode my bike past a couple of my coworkers and we stopped and chatted. So no, I think that life is good. So, wow, let's see. I don't know why my Autobot is questioning if I want to receive your messages or not, but yes, of course I do. So, is my mic happening? Okay, cool. Mic is working fine. But, yeah. I'm doing good, doing good. I also may or may not have had a bit to drink, but that's honestly beside the point. Absolute. You can't hear my voice? One moment. Why is this all caps? One moment. Weird. Let's see. That shouldn't be happening. Is this happening? Okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. Audio shows that it's showing up fine. Also, hello, Freep. Yeah, audio should be good. I might check to make sure that your volume is on, Echo Queen. Not questioning anything. I'm just saying, you know, possibility. Absolute possibility. How is Freep? How's Freep doing? I'm hoping to get back to, like, creepy games here soon. This has been, like, a very interesting move away from horror games, but in a weird way, I've been, like, craving my like, spook time a bit. But, I don't know, there's something to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating sim that we do need to explore. So, I'm not going to forget this time. This time I am going to go ahead and go to the actual game. Unlike so many other times when I do not do this. This time, I'm remembering. We are growing up. We are slowly getting there. Is, like, the game music in okay volume? Spent some time editing and working. That's about it. Very cool. Yeah, no, it's like the editing, learning how to do all of this is insane and ridiculous, and maybe we should, like, have a chat here soon, or, like, even now, like obviously feel free to message and stuff. But yeah, like to call and talk about the, like, ups and downs of trying to figure out like editing and what you want your style and everything to be. I think that that's my biggest thing right now. So how long have I been playing this? I just started. I did one stream of this last this Tuesday. 2 days ago. I did it on Tuesday. We got to the halfway point. The principal killed us for taking a dog biscuit, if I remember correctly, and we had to start over. from that halfway point, but we're getting back into it. And as for like nothing feels good enough, I get that, but also I don't know, I've been like listening just nonstop, like on my way to work, on my way home from work, like before streams, after streams. I just keep on listening to other people on YouTube talk about it, and everyone is like, what you need to do is like just do it, just post. I was listening to this video, and like, although I'm not religious, there was this one guy who had this lady on his stream, and like they were talking about her like explosive growth, and she literally like hardly edits her videos. It's just her in front of her like webcam, but she is just reading like every chapter of the Bible and then talking to like all of her like followers. And although again, I am not a religious boy, there's something to that growth and that consistency, and just being like, you know what, like no more excuses. I'm just going to post it, whether it's perfect or not. Like, I'm just going to get into it. I'm going to make YouTube used to my algorithm just as it is. And we're just going to hit the ground running. And whatever we do is fine. Like, no one makes it until they make it. So you can be 100% amazing, perfect video, but like it's still possible that no one will see it. So just, it's like just flood their system. So, let's see, what games do I play? Normally, funny enough, am more of like a horror streamer, I guess, as gross as that feels to say. I am terrified of these games, but it seems to be that that's what like people have enjoyed like me making, is like more like the spooky game. So like I don't know. I think my big thing is I am working on trying to build up some sort of community around like me, myself. I am definitely a big time overthinker. So the whole like suffering from overthinking. So I'm trying to look at video games as a way that I can like analyze and look into all of these issues pertaining to overthinking. Like look at the ways that I act within a video game as like my lab. I'm like my lab rat, and Phasmophobia, like one of the like main games that I play, is my lab. So I analyze my behavior from my games. And so yeah, it's like a way for us to build community around overthinking. Yeah, ways to get over that has been where I've been, I guess, pivoting to, away from just playing games to play games, I guess. So yeah. Ooh. Nightbot throwing in the shameless plug that if you are enjoying the chat, feel free to follow. Let's see. Had a small existential crisis earlier, and that everything you made was not good enough, or like not ever being able to get it how you want it. I think that's more of a personal issue. No, it's definitely not a personal issue, Freep. Like that's something that just everyone feels. I'm like trying to find this good balance myself with like making stuff that I would want to watch versus making stuff that's helpful, and making stuff that other people are interested in. Like, Freep, I don't know, like, do you remember that talk we had in Faz where I was talking about the lady who looked like she had like smelled my fart or something? What is the question mark about, Echo Queen? You're leaving me in suspense. I'm dying. I just need to know. But yes, so Freep, the like time that we were in that bathroom and I was talking about the ghost being a lady who like saw me fart. I made like just a YouTube short of that, and it has like over 1,000 views now. And like, although to some creators that's nothing, like that's my like biggest thing so far. And I'm like, okay, great. I'm trying to make this cool thing about building community around overthinking, and my biggest short is a fart joke. And it's like, okay, well, this is clearly a sign that I need to either go this route, or I need to not make content like that so I don't confuse the algorithm. Now the algorithm is going to think that like I make fart jokes and that's my stuff. Or maybe I'm trying to be deeper than I really am. I have no idea. So, exactly, the bathroom lady. But no, it's like, just this whole like, that's like where I kind of moved into this area of wanting to focus more on like overthinking, because just even the thought of making stuff about overthinking, I'm overthinking it. And so I've done so much around like, okay, how to be this like perfect, amazing, like video creator. And it's like, really, you just learn by doing. You just make videos. So I'm just kind of making shit and seeing what sticks, I guess. So, but no, it's been weird. Like trying to take a VOD and then turn that into something worthwhile. It's like the stream itself, I think, are great. I think that all of us have a lot of fun. And yeah, it's like trying to like then pivot that into, I guess, the direction that I want it to go then, as far as like the finished thing. So like the streams can go however they go, like chat wise or like just anything wise. But I like the idea of then using that and analyzing it afterwards and being like, okay, like where were the points of maybe overthinking, maybe in gameplay, where was I really overthinking a move, and maybe what are ways that I could get around that next time, and then maybe even showing ways that I got around that next time. So yeah, it's just trying to like rewire my own brain and then hopefully show other people how to like rewire theirs into like, we aren't like the only way that we can get better at something is by practicing that something. And yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do, is get myself into that perspective shift of practicing that change. So haven't gotten into shorts or anything. A bit of yours got like 150 and that was way more than expected. Yeah, that is fantastic, Freep. Congrats on those numbers. Yeah, it's like, it is so funny when you look at what it takes to like become monetized on YouTube and you see like, okay, 1,000 viewers and 4,000 watch hours, and you're like, oof, 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 oof. That's like huge. That sounds insurmountable. But I mean, like, when you think about it, there's like 8 billion people on the planet. Like, that's so many people. Granted, like what if like maybe let's go like a strong 5 billion that are even capable of watching your stuff. Take that down even more, like with the people who would be brought up by the language barrier and I don't know, things like that start like kind of removing like the number, but there's still so many people who could possibly see your stuff that really like that number, you just have to find your people. So like that's been my thing, is one, like what do I even want like my people to be? Like Mona had put into the Discord, shameless plug for the Discord, saying that whatchamacallit, we should all like play repo and then just like churn out a bunch of TikToks and stuff, and it's like that would be good for like haha funny moment, people see it, they laugh. But as far as building a community, like I think that that's more so what I'm about. So incredible. And save GG, but dating sim Colonel Sanders and editing woes. I think that that's actually beautiful. How poetic. But no, I don't know. I think that it is kind of like when you invite people over, right? Before you invite people over to your house, you need to make it like look nice and look inviting and feel good. So I think that that's where I've been putting a lot of my effort into lately. Is like before I try to get a lot of people watching me or like coming to see me, I want to make them feel comfortable when they like show up to see me. I want like the channel to feel like a place that they feel comfortable being. I need to look more into Discord and get the Discord like channel smooth, so that way when people show up to that, they feel like that's where they belong. Yeah, like even on Twitch, make sure that that like feels good. So yeah, like just when people who have this problem that like we have with just overthinking everything, like the analysis paralysis, trying to stop every single thought from being like huge and existential. Yeah, it's like just community of people who have this thing, showing us that, okay, like clearly this is a thing that a lot of us go through, and it's obviously not that big of an issue if we're all still like trucking. So, well, in terms of like realistic, we all still feel like it's this huge issue. But yeah, I don't know, because that's kind of where I'm currently at. I have this idea that here we'll like talk about the idea without Colonel Sanders behind us. Not that I have anything against him, like beautiful man, but something about this with the music feels nice, and something about this feels gimmicky. I'll take either. But let's see, it's tough having a grand idea and just not knowing enough at the time to get it there, but you're right, it's a matter of honing your craft. And like that's what's fantastic about it, right? Like, it would be such a shame if, like, right now, I'm like wondering why my mouth keeps on staying open for so long. I'm like, I do close my mouth. But yeah, it would be such a shame if, like, for some reason, like tomorrow, 100,000 people saw one of my videos, because to now 100,000 people, they see me where I currently am. And now, like in a year's time, they might see my name on another video, but they'll think back to like this video, and they won't think about like all of the growth that it took to get further. So it's like, instead of that just very quick growth, like, I really want to appreciate this journey. I want to appreciate like the learning that'll happen. And it's like, who I am right now is not ready for like the success that like future me will have. Like, I need to get to a point where like I can properly value and respect the time of those people who are tuning in at that time. So this is, again, a ridiculously deep talk for what we're about to get into. This is absolutely hilarious to me, but ridiculous. It's like, wow, what beautiful music to undermine what is or undermine to underpin. This is undermining. This music is doing a nice underpinning of the values and everything we're talking about. This is undermining. This is undermining everything we're talking about. I'm like, wow, I really love everybody who tunes in, and I just can't wait to appreciate everyone's time. I'm gonna show that I appreciate you by playing this fucking dating sim of Colonel Sanders from KFC. So that's honestly ridiculous. It's like pre-session pillow talk. It feels wrong. I don't know. It's like, that's how you keep them guessing, right? It's like you have your pillow talk before you do the do. So that way they're like nice and relaxed, and then when you smack their little ass, they don't feel it coming. So they don't feel it coming. I don't know what the hell that means. But there, I said it. I said it. No matter what, no going back. I said it. The words have been said, and I'm sticking to it. But honestly, right to bed after it sounds efficient. Yeah, like, I forget the movie. But there's like this movie, I'm gonna say like something about Mary or Along Came Polly, something like that, like an old chick flick, where like the girl in it, she was like oh, so extra, so unique, but she like always ate her dinner after her dessert. So when she would go out to like a restaurant, she would eat dessert first and then dinner. And she was asked why by some random guy who I guess was a comedian or something, like some Adam Sandler looking schmuck, maybe because it was Adam Sandler, which would make sense, I guess. And he asked her like, why do you eat your dessert first? But like more like haha comedy type effect. And yeah, she talked about how eating her dessert first, like, might as well enjoy the best part before, because like what if she's waiting for the dessert for after her dinner, but then she dies while eating the entree, and then she never gets to the good part. So it's like, enjoy the good part while you have it, you know? So again, deeper than we need to be when we're talking about pillow talk before playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. But yeah, exactly, efficient. Very efficient. Like, this music, for some reason, the combination of this music and all the alcohol from this beer that I drank right after work is such an interesting combination. It's like just funneling this music into my head as I'm talking. It like makes me feel inspired, much more inspiring than this image. But I don't know, like he inspires me to do some things, but you know, it's slightly different. Plenty of deep situations, exactly. The words are deep, but you know what? They aren't the only thing in my mouth tonight. I think is a good segue for I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. So, ridiculous. Let's get into it. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. So, I like the little heart even that they make out of these, like, 2 drumsticks. Look at him. Like now, if you listen to the music and you just stare into his eyes, like, we all just need a moment. Listen to the music, stare into his eyes. Ignore the gross mustache goatee combo, and just like hold your thumb up maybe to his facial hair. I don't know. There's something about this moment. He's so beautiful. Anyway, continue. Yeah, biscuits. Okay, fun fact. Although Japan loves KFC, the biscuits are all wrong. Like, the biscuits have like a hole in them, so you get less biscuit. They're like, it's so that way they bake evenly. And I'm like, I've been eating KFC biscuits my entire life, and I've never had an issue with them not being cooked evenly. It's like, this is clearly a way for them to save money on not giving me a whole entire biscuit, which is also the reason why I think they like take the middle part out of a donut, is so that way they can get by giving me less donut for the same price. There, I said it. Anyway, we did it. Is this Stewart cafeteria like Martha Stewart? Is this the Martha Stewart cafeteria for KFC? I don't know. Also, like, I love just these like colored windows going on. It's nice. I want that for my house. Are they giving you the option to stack biscuits on it? Oh shit! Exactly. The like tiny hole in the middle. Incredible. Like, I'm not talking stereotypes, but if the biscuit fits, you know what they say. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. Oh no, exactly. It is mommy and her cuck. Let's see. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Van, today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Thanks for chiming in, Ashley. Level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. And they stop wasting everyone's time. Last time I said you're on, I didn't like the whole my hands being pulled off of my body. So let's try the other one. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn, to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? Miriam, I think that you're confusing this with Pokemon personally. If I had to guess. I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? I'm learning how to read today too, I guess. Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Critter, you have to have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. Oh my, it's the tiniest food I've ever seen in my entire life. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down and a tartlet for dessert. That's like a tartlet-let. It's like a let of a tartlet. It's tiny. It's like a crumb. Also, like, this is like a mortar and pestle. Like she like made this in science class. I like that it's big enough for like, what, one cracker, one little crouton there? Way too much basil for what we have going on here. Something about chocolate milk with this too feels wrong, but I like the runniness of here. Fun fact, the like perfect grilled cheese, in college, my roommate and I, we went through and we just made like so many different types of grilled cheese on different types of bread, different like spreads, different cheeses. And I have found out my literal favorite way to make a grilled cheese is plain white bread, but instead of butter, you use mayonnaise. So you spread mayonnaise on either side, or on like one side of each of the bread, the fry side down, and then 2 pieces of Munster cheese. Like Munster cheese with the like fried mayo instead of the fried butter. Like that grilled cheese is just absolutely diabolical. It is perfection, and I am in love. Anyway, this food is tiny, and I love it. It only takes about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. The food's probably normal size to her. Like, she's muy pequeño, very small, very small. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Well, I've had a change of heart, I guess, that I don't have any say in. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready!" Let's get ready to crumble. You get it? It's crumble like the KFC biscuit. That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about. Aroo! And then this is where Solo pops in and calls me a furry again. Big if true. I stand corrected. Very true. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them. You tell them. Best believe it. Exactly. Like a diamond, I am worthless. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Oh wait, Miriam was like saying a thing about these two because just like we said that they're like Jesse and James, Miriam is like, yeah, you guys are like Pokemon. I will defeat you myself. Emphasis on the feet. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress me again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. I like that we say him even though we aren't told who we're talking about. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Okay, what temperature does water boil at? 100 C. Let's see, when it gets to rub my furry belly, let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe yet, but you have an idea. 11 herbs and spices. I don't know all of the ingredients, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude? Okay. That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. You were a child, your father told you to never forget that you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Where was it? A small town where big dreams are born. That's right, this is your shot and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! The beer's hitting. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is a sound of success? Is it bubbling? No, it was sizzling. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. We messed up. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye? I believe in you, Critter. See, we had to mess up one so that way our mans can come in and be like, yeah, I believe in you. He's actually cheering you on, exactly, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Uh-oh. Oh god, he's on his fucking horse again. No. Stranded on a desert island with only a desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. Damn it. No, we're thinking about his chest again. No, god. Wedding vows. Damn it. No. Woof woof is right. You're really struggling to keep up. The next station actually has already begun plating. No. It's biscuit dough. Damn it. We've already been here. Frick. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Whirr. You might not have any hands, but Critter does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get very far going the easy way. You hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. Beautiful timing, because it's like he's out here like Yamate kudasai. He's like, please stop mixing it with the stand mixer. Immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. So when my hand gets crushed, no, you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. No way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Damn it. He shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. Okay, we did it. Like, I love when, like, people are wearing, like these thigh highs, and it does this little thing where it, like digs in nicely. So you see, like the slightly pudgier thighs over the tops. It's like, it is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Freep, I'm gonna be honest. I also didn't hear what I said. I was too busy looking at her thighs. Too busy indeed. Look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Me with Colonel Mustard last night. Wait, shit, Colonel Sanders. Wrong. Wrong. That's Clue. Which Colonel am I with? No. Why is he in my hand? Aw, that's too bad. And here I'm with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. Okay, little binch. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Critter's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. That's what I do when I see your thighs. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide variety of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Critter to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Yeah, you just slap that smirk off of her face. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. So last time we internalized the rage, and the fire burned off my eyebrows. So I think we can't do that one. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Yep. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. Goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. We're saving that flavor for later. You know, there's something about people calling a mustache a flavor saver that's just kind of something. You know? It's kind of something. Game over? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Game over because I tried to wipe stuff off of his mustache? You know what? I hate him and everything he stands for. I want Von or Clank from now on. You're on. Let's get right to it. You're on. Timer red. 100. C. Winner gets to rub him. Gets to rub one off. Let's see. I'm going to need to season this chicken. But I know that there's 11 things to season it with. Come on, baby. But gratitude. Yeah. Very cool, very nice. Small town where big dreams are born. You try to shut everything out, but it is sizzling. No. No. Everything is wrong from here on out. Spoonfuls of gravy. Oh my god. Oh no. It's not even worth saying anything. And a gondola. Oh no. Everything's a mess now. Nothing's gonna work. No, I crushed my hand. He hates me. She's gonna show him her food. He's gonna pour it on his mustache. I need to just internalize the rage, watch my eyebrows get burnt off. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Kind of messed up that this is the reality. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. Colonel Sanders, he's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked. Okay, good. He doesn't know I was the small fire. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Watch him be like, yeah, I know. Failure is a part of life. Okay, I'm back. I'm in love with this man. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Don't worry, Critter. You can be my Colonel Sanders or vice versa. We'll both be Colonel Sanders and then always think that the other person is always worse, despite being the exact same person. Beautiful. Well, handsome. Sure. I was born that way. For a second there, I thought that he was calling me handsome, and I'm like, is this canonically gay? But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Okay. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've always got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. But look at this pose. This beautiful pose. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. When asked to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay, says Pop. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. It's this fork monster again? Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Let's take down the battle monster. Oh god. Now it's like angry music. Gorko, the spork monster, is here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? Yeah, it's because this is literally like what happened last night. Sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Okay, sorry, my mistake. It's an honest mistake. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Beautiful. Already on the same page as you. Just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance, not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. Oh my god, are we like reasoning with him? Nice. I think what Critter is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight? It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty food. Really like to eat. Don't we all? Of course I do. Oh my god. Gorko is our friend now. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua. But I was still a student at the school, until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. I was forever transformed. Incredible. A magic spellbook. Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. Every eye of his is crying. Amazing. Amazing. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Critter. Together... Wait, Critter. Together I am sure we can defeat them. Cool. Me learning nuances of how to read. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Oh my god. Are we married again? A man's asked me to hoe myself out that easily? Should know better. To think I would refuse, he didn't even have to ask. Obviously, I'm ready and willing. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. Sounds like you're about to find out. Oh, it's much nicer than I expected. This chicken's neck makes me feel a little uncomfortable, but whatever. I think I remember when they made this candle. It's like a gravy candle. It makes your house smell like KFC gravy. This is ridiculous. This is like the urn of like his papa. He even had the mustache and a goatee as a kid. Okay. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure, if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Yeah, except for like when we tried to improve his recipe, he was like, okay, actually eat shit and die. Literally, go jump off a cliff. That's what he said for real. Well, there's something. Just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. Not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. It's with the mac and cheese. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret, just for you? Okay, well, save GG bot out here, calling me out. Colonel Sanders, chocolate sauce seduction. That's, AI is getting too smart. AI is understanding the nuances, and that is terrifying. Reveal it or keep it a secret? I think in this instance, I don't know, if I reveal it, like we're here in his house, like it might be like a good thing to like show him and tell him, but also like he's literally keeping like 11 herbs and spices a secret, so I think that he can like understand a good secret. Then keeping it a secret, I would like seem more coy, like I do want to keep him coming. I do want him to be curious and keep on guessing, but also like I don't like playing games when it comes to this kind of thing. Like I like being outright. And also like this is a potential like business thing. Like maybe it's like we start off as like business partners and from there turn into like partners. But what is okay? Can we just point out that thank you, Surrybot, first of all, for banning a bot. But these bots are getting a little bit too ambitious with their names. Surrybot banned Menstrual Beautician 14. What? Well, thank you so much, Surrybot, for banning Menstrual Beautician 14. Just like the idea that like there were 13 other menstrual beauticians before this one. They're the 14th iteration of menstrual beautician. Well, Solo, if it isn't Solo, out here to call me a furry again right after I get done talking about menstrual beautician 14. How are you doing, Solo? Hope you're having a good night. And wait for 15 to show up. God. They just keep on like spamming my chat. They're like, please, I am not a bot. I'm just a menstrual beautician. It is you, ultimate Solo. Beautiful. Solo ultimate. Free Solo. 69. Nice. I think I'm going to keep it a secret. Actually, I said too much. Please, forget I ever said anything. Practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. Exactly. He, like, needs to know. Now, so it's okay for him to tell us secrets, or, like, to not tell us things because they're secret, but we can't have a secret of our own? Absolute man-child. There we go. There we go. The truth comes out. I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I've got many of my own. Nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. Exactly, he has 11 herbs and spices that he will not tell us. He told us one herb, or spice, we don't know. And I guess we figured out another, so really there's like only 9. But I'm still only holding on to one secret here. He has 9 secrets over me. Technically 10 that he thinks he has over me. So, like, I'm not gonna feel bad about this. But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours. Okay, well, what about you trusting me with yours? Like, this man's really out here being teary-eyed because I won't tell him my secret because I don't trust him. But he doesn't trust me with more than... It's like... He can't say that he has 11 secrets as a part of his one secret. Like, the secret would be the recipe, not one ingredient of the recipe. Exactly. Colonel's definitely being a bitch. Like... I don't know, like... The Dorito torso tells me that I should still, like, forgive him. But, like, I'm not gonna tell him just because he's being pouty about it. Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'd be only fair. No, like... Okay, like a secret you could share with him because he told you one of his 11 is, like, maybe how thick it is. But, like, other than that, like... You're not sharing your, like special secret dish. Like, that's ridiculous. Exactly. Mommy needs to come back to peg Colonel Sanders. Let's see. Don't tell him. Colonel Sanders' face grows serious. Ah, yes, about that. You see, did he lie? Did he not tell me a real ingredient? I haven't been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was a fake. This absolute piece of shit. He told me a lie yesterday, and now here he is telling me that he was lying. Literally mega bench right now. Absolute fucking piece of shit. Wild. Although, what if the reason is he told us and then he went around and he like asked people about it, and he slowly worked out that I didn't tell anybody, and so he was using this to like test if he could trust me. Literally straight to heck though. Straight to heck indeed. I don't care how big his cock is. The one right here in his living room. Some people call it a chicken, some people call it a rooster. All of them are the same. But he lied to us. Yeah. What we can do is say, clip that. And then at some point, maybe I can still come back and do that. Yeah. But I need to like re-change the like clipping thing because it just hasn't been like working. Like, because I became affiliate and then it did that whole thing where it changed all of the permissions. So I just have to go back and figure out how the hell to redo what I did. But I appreciate the attempt, and we can definitely still do that. I think you can still make clips of it anyway, by clicking like the little like director thing underneath the VOD, if you wanted to. You are more than welcome to make your own clips. The ingredient you shared with Miriam, it wasn't true. How dumb would it be though if the ingredient I shared with Miriam was actually one of the 11 though? It is eye of nude. It is mustard seed. Literally, Save GGBot is only here to make it look like I'm a furry, and that I'm falling for Colonel Mustard's chocolate seduction. I'm just gonna keep on calling him Colonel Mustard. He doesn't respect me enough to like tell me an honest thing. Then why the hell should I like trust him to like give me the correct name even? What if Colonel Sanders isn't even his like actual name? Absolute mess. You're angry with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that you revealed his secret shows that he was probably right to do so. I revealed his secret? I literally did not reveal his secret. I told Miriam a lie, a fake one. What do you mean? I never revealed anything. This is slander. I told Miriam a lie. What is this? What is this? Like, literally, a bitch don't snitch. I was told to keep a secret and I kept my mouth shut. I'm a vault. Okay, I'm a vault. And yet here they are trying to throw this shady ass shit, trying to gaslight me into thinking that I did something I would never do. It's not realistic. It's not like me. I am a vault. I would never reveal his secret, even if he lied. You mean it wasn't one of the real 11 secret herbs and spices? Yeah, we got this man sweating. Sweating for sure. You see, we'd only just met, and I had to make sure that you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secret. To me, my recipes are priceless. Well, there is a value on it. Actually, they're not priceless. However, it is a very high value. KFC does earn a lot of money. So I do see where he's coming from. And like I said, like we had just met, Mommy already got to him. He's corrupted. Literally very corrupted. Actually, I think it's almost opposite. I think that like being pegged would help him. Being pegged would like show him the light. Show him not to lie to himself. For like years, he's been telling himself that being pegged just isn't for him. And like Mommy Ashley showed up and showed him that, hey, actually, in fact, it is for you. It is definitely for you. Well, I have something to confess. The secret ingredient you told me, I shared it with Miriam, my best friend. No, I did not. Why? I did not. I said nothing. This is I told her a fake one. I told her I have newt. I'm gonna puke. This thing's making me seem like I'm this piece of shit, and like I may be a piece of shit, but not for this. Unfortunately, I already knew this. I was very disappointed, but now that you've come clean, we can start building a relationship as fellow chefs again. See, okay, like, if for some reason this game had gone against my wishes of what I actually meant to tell her, maybe this is, like, the whole thing, right? Maybe, like he had, maybe this whole time, he was just being salty about, like, what I had done, and that's why he was kind of being a bitch to us earlier. I love that also canonically I'm in his house having this like very sincere moment with him after I've already burned off my eyebrows. So in this game right now, I do not have eyebrows on my face. So, which is fine. I promise to be honest from here on out. I really do. I'm counting on you. Then, in that case, I present to you, do not tell him. Do not. My original coleslaw. No, that coleslaw is passed down through our German line, our German lineage for hundreds and hundreds of years. We've been making this beautiful family coleslaw, and we're just gonna give it to this man's because he has these eyes and that face and that jawline, and then he's shaped like a damn chip. Damn. Honestly, why not? Fuck the ancestors. If they were so great, why aren't they here today? The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. damn. This looks like some good fucking coleslaw. Let me tell you what. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the... Wait. I just had it on me? Just walking around town with coleslaw on me, hidden well enough that he did not know it was a thing of coleslaw? Whatever. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Pocket slaw. Exactly. Instead of pocket, it is my slocket. It's a slocket in my pocket. A slocket in my pocket. Pocket a slocket, slocket pocket. Until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Is this like a Lady and the Tramp moment? Do we try to eat the coleslaw together and we kiss? Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. He's a little freak boy, but I like it. Kinky ass motherfucker. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? He's actually just going to take it to his lab and analyze the coleslaw, so that way he has the recipe and he doesn't need you anymore, and he can throw you off aside and then never talk to you. Like everybody else. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. He comes out with a gun. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. I instead release the giant fart I've been saving this entire time from that coleslaw. Around the room are various items that you can look at closer. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the kernel. Okay. Take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Absolute monstrosity. This fucking man has an urn dedicated to his past careers and business failures. This is the kind of extra bitch I'm trying to be. You know what? In my next place, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get a fucking urn and I'm gonna get it plaqued with like all of my hopes and dreams, like fucking Squidward. That's so disgusting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take this break too. You guys take this break. 3-minute break time. Go get some water right now. Go do it. No. We will return with more crazy chaos soon. I'm gonna go pee. Oh, welcome back. We are back. Damn, boys. Are we back? And also, girls, and what was what was I doing there? I was like getting real up close and personal there with y'all. Ooh. Damn. Damn for real. Damn for the realest of the real. There, I said it. I said it. What are we up to? I hope that this becomes somehow like a project that I am partially known for at some point. Like somehow I'll like make some weird video edit of all of this. People will be like, what the fuck? Because I imagine that this happened far enough, like long enough ago, that most people probably don't even know that this exists. Like I have like a pretty good like finger on the pulse of like ridiculous mainstream shit, and I feel like I heard about this at some point, but not enough to really know about it, and now this is so whack. This is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, it says, here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. That's right. Okay. Poor guy. Okay. Being a bit too understanding there. Want to know about this chicken with the weird neck? Notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. It like moves. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. If it was like the first chicken he ever cooked. Little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Okay. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Just a little like, yep, the scented candle of gravy. Pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer 69? Wink wonk? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Well, this is a longer one. It's gravy. Oh god, he's coming back. And I'm to discover more about the Colonel. Want to know this? Okay, got it. Adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. This is a bit whack. Afraid of what the family's like. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? That's fair. I want the camel one. Like how this is a picture of him older than he is now on a camel. But it appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? From Egypt? Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. This is us in the future. Me and my mans. I'd like to point out that it says they hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them, when that is not at all what's happening in this picture. It's actually not even close. Look closely and see that there's a short inscription. Wonder who my friend Pete is. Is that actually who he's in love with? Because if so, he can eat shit. He's just here to like steal my recipe. What if that's what his thing is the school is actually his, and he just uses the school as a way to get like new foods. He like has these like up and coming chefs who like come in, and they like give him a new recipe, and then he just takes it and throws them on the curb like they're leftovers. I'm to discover more about the Colonel. What about this outdoor area? He's at the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Oh my god. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? No. Wait, what? Never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? Great point. I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Exactly. The jig is up, Colonel. There's something about jigs, though, that are just beautiful. Like, a fun little fact about me is that I play the mandolin, And just, I love playing a silly little jig on the mandolin. It just perks me right up. Like, they're so silly and it sounds so nice. And I'm kind of sad because I'm going to either sell if it sells or give away if it doesn't sell my mandolin when I move to China, but I definitely plan on buying a mandolin again right as soon as I get there. It's just like a pain in the butt to travel with, and I got this one here, so it's not like super imperative that I bring it with me, but I do want to have another one when I get over there. I learned so many critter fun facts over these streams. No, like I'm like a weird guy. I'm a weird little boy. Also, can we talk about how this just looks like a dick and balls underneath a sheet? Like a ball, dick and balls. Incredible. Like how one eyebrow is like a little flag. Cute. You open a window, a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Some good, some better. Yeah. Yeah, some of these facts have been unfortunate facts that I feel like are actually just insinuations from y'all. But I am to discover more about the Colonel. About this one. He's doing a line. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. On further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color, it's actually made of spun silver. What? It says canonically silver hair. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Oh, the safe? Think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial 111111, the safe opens. Inside it you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? That's a very good question and fun fact. Yes, it can. It absolutely can. They have chicken sashimi. If you don't know what sashimi is, not me questioning your intelligence, just that, you know, as I've said 10 million times by now, I'm aware. I am in Japan, and in Japan we have sashimi, normally a fish, but I've had, this is another interesting critter fact. I've eaten horse, so they have horse sashimi. It's like raw meat that's like sliced up really nicely. So again, normally it's fish, so you eat like raw fish slices, but I've had raw horse slices, and it's prepared the same way. It's just like pieces. But like horse meat, sashimi is just like a common thing that you can find in many bars, and why can't I think of the name? Like the little bars, why am I forgetting the name? I go to them all the time. I'm literally having such a like mental brain fart, like when you forget your best friend's name. Izakaya. That's what I'm thinking of. I was thinking of an O, and that's bad. But no, like mini izakaya, which are like little like Japanese bars where you just go and like have a drink and eat like random bar food. A common bar food at many of these places is horse meat, horse sashimi. And yeah, so I definitely had some because, you know, like it's like, how often do you get that opportunity? And turns out often, just I didn't know that at the time. And I didn't, like, I also wanted to do it because I wanted to make this dumb joke. So after we all ate it, because I was with other people, so we talked ourselves into doing it. After we all tried it, I turned to them and I was like, wow, well, I didn't think I was hungry enough to eat a horse, but here we are. And that went over surprisingly better than I expected it to go. I did not expect actual laughter to follow that, but actual laughter followed that. And it's beautiful. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Is there more? Oh yeah, the door. Open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. I immediately turn into him. Wonder if it smells like him. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. Aw, like knows that I'm a little guy. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Or where you get the biggest boner. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. Try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I'm wearing your jacket because you're not wearing me. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Aww.
Oh. Don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Damn, literally just rip off your pants right now. Like, I don't even care anymore. I'm tired of acting coy. Just sling it on the table. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. Decide that now is your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold. Yeah. I like that. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. See, I like that because it can also be like he can still take it as a partial move, as like, oh, I felt cold and so I wanted something of yours to warm me up. So it can still be kind of taken like that. Like I trusted something of yours to be enough to like warm me. I think it can still be a cute moment. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. Oh my god. Are we gonna raw tonight? Let's see. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? When he does this like partial mouth open thing, adorable and gorgeous. When anybody else does it, I hate them. I'm like, you fucking mouth breather, close your fucking mouth. Like, in the mornings, when I'm in such a bad mood, but I'm riding my bike to work anyway, I'm being so strong and brave. And I pass by so many other people on their way to work or school. I'm like, close your damn mouths. Like, literally, I'm the most judgmental piece of shit in the mornings. Like, I see people, like, riding on their bikes and just mouth wide open. And, like, my Nana's voice pops back into my head of like, her asking me, like, when I was a kid and I would do, like, dumb kid things, like, having my mouth open. She would ask me if I was, like, trying to catch flies. Because, like, my mouth is open as I'm moving around. And she's like, are you trying to catch flies? Like, keeping your mouth open? And now that's just always my thought. I see them going around with their mouths open, like even just in their cars, like sitting in their car, mouth open. And I'm like, mouth breather, like you zombie, close your mouth, mouth breathing, like fly catcher. God, I'm literally the worst kind of person. Anyway, where were we? Colonel Sanders, right. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Exactly. Overthinking at work. Colonel? Yes, Critter? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Holy shit. My man's... Why is my heart fluttering over fucking Colonel Sanders? I'm disgusting. Oh my god. Oh my god. But it's literally... It is coming off. Oof. We can be big and brave. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Wait, I stayed the night? A first date and I'd be sleeping in his house, waking up? Is he cooking me breakfast of like fried KFC, like brekkie? Oh my god. What will people think? I'll be like walking out of my home, like doing a walk of shame. This definitely won't be a walk of shame, but I hope I'm at least like walking a little funny, if you know what I mean. Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Colonel's cum. That's about all I got. Some jurisdiction isn't even legal. If the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Okay. Saying kernel come as an ingredient not being legal, that sounds like it could literally be true, and something I would have learned about staying over at his house last night. But we're not going to worry about it too much. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it being the breakfast, or it being... Is he wearing clothes? I assume he's wearing what he's wearing now, so I guess. But just with no pants on is going to be my headcanon. And the head I'm talking about ain't on those shoulders. The 11th spice. The 11th spice is Colonel's cum. Happens. One night, like early origin story of KFC, like it used to just be 10 herbs and spices. He was like, oh yes, a nice even 10, but it just wasn't right. And he was irritated and he couldn't think, and he was like, I need clarity, I need a clear mind, I need post nut clarity. And so he did it. He like nutted, and unfortunately he didn't realize that it got onto the chicken, not the kitchen, the chicken. There we go. The chicken in the kitchen. The kitchen chicken. The chicken. That had his 10 spices, and so when he ate it, he was like, oh my god, this is perfection, it's beautiful, this is everything. And then he realized what he had done, but by then it was too late. It was too late. It's probably why he looks so good and like stress-free, is because he's just always out there wanking it. Anyway, where was I? Uh-oh, save GG with a new clip. KFC Colonel smiles and scoots closer. No. No, it is finger looking good, motherfuckers. No. This is all moving too fast. I thought he didn't like me, and now he's my husband and my boyfriend. God damn it. God damn it. I'll never recover. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Damn. Let me tell you though, this is actually beautiful. The breakfast is just a waist-high plate. Oh god. Like slaps it down. I mean, kind of. It's like balls, pee-pee. It's like the euphemism is here, you know. It is definitely here. But no, this actually looks so good. That's such a big regret. When like last time I was in the US visiting, I should have gone to KFC and gotten like proper biscuits and Meccy cheese, even the coleslaw. That is my family's recipe that I gave out like a cheap hoe. It's all beautiful. You taste Colonel Sanders. Food. Oh, right, food. And it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So he's on his knee. Ring held high. A cock ring, but it's a ring. I ask the important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? Okay, so I like that now this is where the game that I said I don't play is being played. Because now, who's after who? I played just a little bit coy earlier, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of want to keep this a secret. Now he trusts me. Now all of the trusting is coming out. And now he feels this dependency. He's like, I've never trusted somebody like this before. And I like that the tables have turned. Went from me being all over him to now he's all over me. I'm gonna take one of those honey packets and dribble it on my tits. Watch him lick it off. Get it all over the mustache. I'll lick it off next. Did you give Colonel Sanders Stockholm Syndrome? I definitely hope so. I 100% hope so. I'm just happy to see that I'm not the only one who overthinks here. Colonel Sanders is also out here running that silly little mind of his. He has more than 2 brain cells, but it caps at 11. And every brain cell, every singular brain cell holds 1 of the herbs and spices. That's all that's ever on his mind. How presumptuous, exactly. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Okay. Okay. I mean, I think that I can get behind that. Like if he wants to cook for me every day, like I don't care. I'll be a stay-at-home, God, what's the word for someone who like eats food at a restaurant? I cannot think of the word right now. Not just customer, but like, yeah, like a diner, yeah. So, yeah, like I'll be a stay-at-home diner. Of course I will. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down a peg? We're gonna peg him? Take him down a peg. I've offered you that 100%. Okay. I think we have to take him down a peg because it means that like we're the one pegging him this time. It's good, but my mom made better. Colonel Sanders' expression grew serious. Did your little jab land too hard? Colonel, I know what you're going to say. I need to be better if I'm going to leave my mark on this world. Exactly. Single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. Good. I need you to understand that you can never stop working. You're not perfect. You need to do better. I need my mans to know that I'm always behind him, pushing, pumping everything I need to do behind him to get him going, get him worked up, get him moving. I'm here to support him. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Oh, business partner. He's looking at me. The slaw worked. My cream worked. He put my creamy into his mouth, and now he wants more. He wants to partner with it. Wants to partner with my cream. No, I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. But like I said, we start off as business partners and then we become partners. We're working like together so often. How couldn't we be? Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings? You're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. I'm acting like a little bitch. Come on. Come on. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. Whatever, I guess. Whatever. I also love that I even have like a poster of a chicken with like the little Chinese word for chicken, G, over it. Although funny enough, like the Chinese phrase Gigi, which means chicken, is a word that is like a phrase that they use to refer to like a penis. So they also kind of call it a cock. Maybe it's okay. Wait. Here's my headcanon, and not the one on your shoulders once again, is that what if the reason that they call like a penis like the same word as a cock or like a chicken, a rooster, in so many different languages, is because like the chicken, the rooster, the cock in the morning, it goes cock-a-doodle-doo, right? Because it's like it's up, it's awake, just like your pee-pee in the morning. Your pee-pee in the morning wood, it is like standing to attention. It's just happy to be there. It's like, what if that's what's going on, you know? What if it's like that's why like we refer to it as a chicken? It's acting like a chicken, like both up early morning. Wowzers. I really hope that that's why, because it makes sense. I would do that. I guess I do. I do that. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Oh, Miriam's gonna judge me. Walking out with my creamy sloppy. Where have you been? I feel like you shouldn't be listening to this in bed right now. That's fair. My hope is that you and your fiance are lying in bed right now, and she has to hear you listening to me say this shit. That is my absolute hope and dream, is that she hears this ridiculousness. She's like, this is how you fucking spend your time? This shit? That is my hope. Oh no. She's like, my fiance is gay. But at least we all know that Freep gets pegged. And that's all that honestly matters to me, you know? Because I had one heck of a night. Oh, did she go on a date with Clank? She's working midnight, so it's just you home. Ooh. Ooh, so you're saying that, you're home alone? What if, we were home alone together? Each of us in our own homes by ourselves at the same time. Ridiculous if true. But, happens. What am I doing? One heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something bad had happened. No, something great happened. Got sloppy. Oh, you can virtually make me dinner? Okay. And then I'll like virtually appreciate the dinner. Beautiful. Fantastic. We will be like Plankton and his like computer wife Karen. She makes him like holographic food and he eats it. Except Plankton like literally photosynthesized, so he's actually eating her food. Like she's providing him light, which is what Plankton eats. So like actually, like because Plankton are heliotrophs, so like they're like eating sunlight. So a virtual date. I've done those. Like when I went to Taiwan last, there was this guy that I met and he was so cute, and so we kept talking for a while and we had like a couple virtual dates, and then he met this other guy, and like I tried not to find it too weird, but the other guy looked oddly like me, and so I was like, okay, so he's just like latching on to either anyone who looks like me, like I'm his type, or that like I don't know, like I like to think that he liked the idea of me, but then he found someone who's like closer, and so he's like, okay, well then if I can't have him, I'll have the next best thing. So anyway, any bother. It's okay, I was just, but now, okay, bitch, cutting me off for your shit. Listen to have a listener, okay? First step. But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Okay, like I guess I already know what happened to me. I don't know what happened to her, so whatever. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. Okay, so like Freep's talking about a virtual date. I was just on a date with Colonel Sanders. Miriam's on a date with a stand mixer. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up, a yawn. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. Okay, but I think you could be. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. She went skydiving with a stand mixer? Did you just say skydiving as if it's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? I thought that he was a stand mixer. Well, I guess he's a man of many talents. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. Like a stand mixer? Honestly, Miriam, you're all of us. Like all of us, we go on this like cool date where we weren't really expecting anything, and then we feel feelings afterwards, and we're like, okay, but where do we stand? Where, like, literally, what are we? What are we? Like, that's so, like, literally so me, though. She's, like, literally the next day after a date. Not even the next day. Like, the morning after a date. And she wants to, like, DTR. Define the relationship. Like, girl, right now, y'all are just friends. Like, I'm sorry, but you're just friends. It's so much easier to say to somebody else than to accept for myself. If someone at this point said, you're just friends, I'm like, well, you just lost you a friend, actually. Saying that we're just friends. Unacceptable, but whatever. And now, I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up these details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. Wow, I sound like an absolute fucking hoe right there, and I love it. That's exactly what happened, and I'm a hoe. You what? Yeah, so get wrecked, Miriam. You're here having a skydiving date with a pressure cooker. I got wet sloppy with the wettest and the sloppiest king of them all, Miriam. Try again. Nothing happened. Okay, we can lie to her. That's okay. Don't want to come across as too easy and get that rumor started, except yes, we do. But the emotional connection, wowzers. This literally could have been written by me. I literally say wowzers. This is so gross because it literally feels like I made this game, or at least I made me talking. It's literally me. I say wowzers. What the heck? I'm actually... This is so weird. It like feels like I'm reading my own dialogue. Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Absolute slut and bitch. Don't ever say that about me and my mans ever again. We're gonna be business partners. This is my work in school. Obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong. I don't want to be right. Exactly. For a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways and never talk again, ever again. She can go die. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad squad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Uh-oh. They better flush his head in the toilet. And honestly, if she looked at me like that as she did it, like, flush away, mommy. Flush away. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. Well, my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hee sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Oh, God. Just one dip, Ashley. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Yeah, because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. That is fair. It is fair. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. Who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Critter, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Oh my god. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. Yeah, clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. That's fair. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the first day of school? Wait, shit, final day? Okay. Critter, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Yeah, I mean, after getting a good workout with it in last night at your place, Colonel, feels great. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Okay, that's me. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided. The presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Like you, bench. Excuse me, Critter. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Okay, mans. You do you. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. Is he playing me? Is he playing me? Now, if only this combo was gone. See you inside, Critter. They will both be inside me soon. Mommy and Daddy Sanders. Incredible. Incredible. Any bother that we just spent a night together and he's saying that we have this thing going on, and then he just said okay, but also I literally like didn't give him a yes or no and ran out of his house. So I understand why he would be feeling like a bit perturbed right now and be like, okay, well, if he's not not willing to be my partner and work with me and doesn't seem to respect me enough to talk like normal people and give me an answer, I would understand him being like, okay, well then I guess I'm gonna switch over to mommy. Like, she's a good cook and look at her and she's obsessed with me. So whatever. I guess. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, take out a spell book you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. No, am I going to turn Ashley into Spork Monster? Whoa, that's that book? It looks... Whoa, that's that book? Okay, do you mean what's that book? Looks like bad news. Just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Don't you dare. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Yeah, that's one possibility, I guess. Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Again, feels like it's stalking me. Okay. Actually, though, yeah. I find it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Do not cast a forbidden spell. Don't do it. Take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Oof. Like, that's something that for me would just be so wicked, is like, you... like, erase memories that made you you up to this point. And also, if I was enamored by this man prior to, like, why would I not just go through, like, the stages of being enamored once again? Like, ridiculous to even consider that. To even consider. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Hey, doggo. Clears his voice to make a quick announcement. Want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. Cute little nose crunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. You must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. After last time that he literally killed me for, like, the biscuit, of course I'm gonna wait. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. Does he like see a squirrel? Below his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel, of course, perched on a cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you to never come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. And he will too. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drill flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. Professorial tone. Okay, professorial tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Critter, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. Has Miriam given him the, like, boop bop? He's letting him beep her boops. I told you to save it for after class. No, you're hurting his feelings. Think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam, you were, like, you did want that. You were all sorts of excited yesterday. Him and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. That's fair. But no, you had to show off in your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzzt, bzzt. Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. Like, literally, lady? Being an absolute ass to this man who took you on such an amazing date, like an adventure as a first date, like, putting my chat over her face. I can't stand her right now. Beep. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Miriam. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzzz. Oh. Did she kill him? No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. Okay. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, TM. This is literally how I talk. I'll say something silly and be like trademark, copyright. Sometimes I'll even just think it. No one knows except me. I know. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? You just became unleashed on that amazing Clank and we care about her. Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several drops of hot cocoa all over the floor. Yeah, because her food is really small. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Tiny Coco is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I'm a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs. She hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. Okay, well, she had a moment there. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Literally me talking about me with Colonel. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. Her ass cheeks. This whole thing made her sweaty. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. Yeah. I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. That's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. Decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. Okay. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Critter's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. And I guess Sakura pedals in the kitchen too. Critter, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Exactly. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up about your practice dish, of course. I'm not gonna lie about this. It's like, this is someone who loves food as much as you love food. Like, this is the perfect bonding moment, you know? Okay. You got me. These odds. They're sneaking up on me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. An oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. That all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no. Is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. That means, this shit laced with cocaine. Yep. How did he know? But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. You know, Colonel, I got something else in my pants you could eat all day. Pulls out another pot pie. It is a second pot pie. I'm like Martha Stewart. I have another dish always ready. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, yes-ah, mac and cheese is my go-to, my OG, my specialty. You decide that the mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. We're gonna be edging the shit out of that victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per the usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She is definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, trademark, fried chicken. Intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects food into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best fried Baster Blaster. Best friend Baster Blaster? Yeah, that's more correct. Best friend Baster Blaster. Baster? I barely knew her. Blaster, though. Nah. I barely knew her. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Oh, because like steroid? So he canonically has big muscles because he juices. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Okay, well that seems a bit targeted. Even Clank gets into it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. He knows English? Wait. When did Clank learn to speak English? Anyway. It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. It is the singularity. I'm terrified. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Okay. Look. If we learned anything from that earlier time when we messed up our hand, is that we should always do it the hard way. Right? This is definitely bringing us back to like that big time Colonel Sanders was like, always do it the hard way. So we'll do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Colonel's teaching me something. I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. My mans believes in me, and he noticed that I am not taking the easy way out. I believe in you, Critter. Look at him. I'm romancing the shit out of this little southern twink later. Believe you me. Believe in the Colonel Sanders that believes in you. Okay, Kamina, I mean Colonel. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Critter, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Okay. Bit much. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It is better than TV. You crazy kids in your culinary schools really impressed me. Mind if I hang out? Of course, Steve. I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Ha, yeah. You guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. The Feel Spork Monster wind up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they come from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, he tosses a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. I'm sorry, Steve, but this is real. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself. I love how I could just drop out right now. I'd just be like, okay, actually everyone's right. Bye. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange at... Okay. Don't know that I want that. Okay, your hair turns mac and cheese orange, I guess, as culinary energy flows through your body. Like, right before it's made, I realized that the real cheese was inside me all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cheese, and I do it all over the noodles. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Critter, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Yeah, something like that. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. Arms weak. Legs spaghetti. Mom, spaghetti. Everything spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. I'm going like Super Saiyan. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Don't worry, dear critter. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He has a thing for my feet, I see. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm like, Colonel, where's your pants? I notice they're in my hands. Like, right, I took them off of you. I'm here to help. Looks like a 3-minute break time. Everyone go get some water right now. Go, do it, do it, do it, do it. We'll return with more cozy chaos soon. When we return, we will finish off this cooking battle. This cook-off. BRB, right back. And welcome back. Okay, I can feel it. I can feel it. We're about to finish. We're about to finish up. Let's get into it. Colonel Sanders, I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What guy? Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Is he going to use them in my pot pie? And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee hee hee, I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. He's flying. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Nice. Got him. I thought a wedgie was a salad. Close. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history. But it's not exactly your book material. Wait a second. Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Wait to hear a signature whir beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. I'll have to figure that out later. There's only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. Damn. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. My word, it's so delicate. Is that teeny tiny narutomaki I spy floating on this itsy bitsy bowl? Narutomaki is like it's like Naruto fish. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. I believe that. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, well, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with this much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Critter, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn sea urchin topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please, be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in. Tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Of course you did. I will say, it is a cool kind of a piece, the going through the hearts of it. I'll give her that. It is cool. That actually doesn't sound too bad. See, right? I can see the vision. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. These people are insane. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Critter? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You may disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Why did I say that with the lisp like you said before? Anyway, rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. Yeah, that's the mommy behavior we love to see. With that, oh, she's holding her cleaver there. Yes, ma'am. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. This class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Fun fact, this used to be my shit. I was obsessed with this bowl so much, except it was like mashed potatoes, and then on top of that was like chicken and gravy, and then on top of that cheese. God damn, it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. I heard it too. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. What? You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone does. Everyone gathers around to partake of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Is it even good enough to bring, like the ghost guy back to life? Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Do we get a little prom thing? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. Heck yeah, time to groove. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Ow, ow, ow. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Damn. Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Look at Ashley's outfit, though. Like, dang. And Van in the crop top and the short shorts? He definitely gets pegged. Like, gorgeous. They are both gorgeous. I love that look too with like the short shorts, with like the pockets coming out, so like you can see like just how short like the jean short shirts are because of the pockets. Love it. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. It kind of worked. Oh. Amusing. Now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Spork Monster and Party Monster got two names in this, and Student didn't even get one. Dejected, Student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know, she's gonna do great. Miriam looks really cute like that too. I like her fashion sense. Red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do. For the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Thought it was like German, like Suk and Suk. Such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? She's gonna go to a different planet and be an alien girl. I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. Yeah, that's fair. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Whoa. Howdy, classmates. Look at him. He's just a normal guy like all of us. Just like the first day you met him. He's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Oh my god. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. It is his like 8-piece chicken with 2 sides of like mashed taters and gravy and my coleslaw, I'll be honest. And those biscuits. Check them out. Check them out. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Oh, are we gonna dance together? Critter, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I see. Well then, I think I have a proposal that you might like to hear. Your heart begins to race. Oh, and he's nervous too. Is this the moment you've been waiting all semester for? All 3 days of the semester? This fall, when I opened my first original fried chicken restaurant. Colonel Sanders leans in close, reaches into his coat pocket and retrieves something small. It's his pee-pee. It fits snugly in the palm of his hand. As he speaks, he begins to extend his hand towards you. He's proposing. Yes? I want you to visit, and feel free to use this coupon for 1 complimentary side dish of your choosing, plus a soda upgrade. On me. Colonel Sanders places a single paper coupon in your hand. You notice that it expires at the end of the year. Gee, thanks. Don't be a stranger. The end. Is it the end for real this time? Oh my god. Heck yeah. Dang, what else could we expect from the Chicken Man? Except for that exact same thing. Yeah, the rivals, best friend and the professor. And there we go. There's the man of the hour, Colonel Sanders. Look at him go, making the coleslaw I taught him. Our signature dish. And they all be chowing down. Chowing down like crazy. Even the ghost student blasting off on pepper, which has to be one of the 11 herbs and or spices. Look at us go. What a beautiful team this was. And we are back to such beautiful music to end us off. You know, I think that that was kind of like the perfect end to all of this. Like I don't know. It's like, I obviously didn't want it to be like too into me and him, because of course this is like a big marketing thing for them. So they obviously want to, in the end, make it about the food and like, hey, reminder, food. But no, this was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. No, I'll have to find like more like silly dating sims, I think. Like, this was pretty fun. Like, I don't know, I'm doing like a nice little like series of all of like these like dating simulators. Wonder who else I can simulate dating. I don't know. Probably much easier than like the whole actual dating side. But thank you for joining me on this adventure, on this dating, whatever the heck this was. It was fun. It was a blast. Yeah. Don't know if there's any big end of this this that I could say that would properly bring into account everything that I've been thinking and experiencing, other than he is my man's forever. And it did do a good job. Like, now I am obsessing over the fact that I really want KFC right now, but like the things I want are specifically the sides. Like, the chicken is good. But honestly, in Japan, you can get good fried chicken everywhere. What I really want is that mashed potatoes and gravy, that mac and cheese, and those biscuits. Like, I really do think that like the sides in KFC is where they went really smart. Like, yeah, the chicken amazing, but the sides, now that's home. But thank you again so much for joining. Hope you had fun. Thank you for coming to join little old critter down here in the burrow, and I hope that you have a great rest of your evening and or day and or whatever or wherever you are. Have fun and goodbye.